This is Calibos, and we are playing Stoneblock 2. So when we last left off, we had just done a whole bunch of things. So we're still needing this one. All we need is another star. So let's check out and see what we need to make these. So we can get them from compressed nether stars and nether star shards. So we can't get them from anywhere else except by doing things the hard way. So we have to kill a wither. So if we have wither skeleton skulls, we have 4 of these. So wither skeleton skulls, let's see if these are craftable. Blank skulls, bone blocks, loot crates. So what we may end up needing to do is, do we have wither skeleton essence? So let's look at wither skeleton essence. So we'll need mob chunks, tier 5 mob chunks. Can we make tier 5 mob chunks? I'm gonna guess that we probably need a lot more essence than we currently have. And we're also gonna need a couple more wither skulls than we have. So we're just going to have to figure out how to make more of them faster. So it's not a super big deal. We can make, what, 2 of these? Tier 5 mob chunks. Tier 5 mob chunks. It's going to require that. So if we look at mob chunks really quick. Mob chunks. So we know that we can't really, we don't have any recipes for any of these. All right. I have to say I think I'm a little more pleased with the Stoneblock world than I am with the my Project Ozone world. I think that this one is doing better. You know, I'm actually going to avoid this out because the tier 1s I can just make for the most part. So we're going to have to go get some more mob chunks, which we can do. You know, that's not a super big deal, but means that we're going to have to wait a little bit. So looking at this, if we look at essence, we're still, I don't know, we're about 1,000 away from where we need to be. That's cool looking. But so mystical agriculture requires that 94, 94, 94. Draconic evolution and Project E. So let's look into Project E. So we need to make a Philosopher's Stone. So that's also going to require an Ender Star. So Nether Star actually has... So once we get 2 of them and 2 Dragon's Breath, we should be able to make the Ender Star. And that will get us into Project E. But we need 2 to do that. So Draconic, we need to make a tablet. So let's look at the tablet. Draconic. We have a little bit of a Awakened Draconium here. If we have have a tablet. It's there. Change this to pattern mode. Clear that. Do we actually have draconium dust? Yeah, we've got. There's a little bit of draconium dust in the system. B3. I don't even know why I made that. We could just do that. And we only ever need one, so there's no real points to it. Knowledge. That just kind of bugs me. So, Draconic Evolution tablet is really cool. Except for apparently the graphics here, it looks kind of messed up to me. I'm actually having trouble looking at that. So, note, there's an X here and an X here. Click this one, not this one, because that closes Minecraft. You have no idea how many times I have done that. So we know about draconium and processing thereof. We have draconium chickens, which is just doing crazy good things for us. So this kind of walks through all of the various machines, and like we can get it from eggs, which we're doing, and from chickens and whatnot. We can smelt it, you know, we can go get ore in the, you know, I wish that it had the name here. But this is the thermal foundation, what is that called? The induction furnace. This is the induction furnace. So whenever you see, you know, this double entry here, that's the induction furnace. This is just, you know, generic processing. So you can take a draconic block, make it into 9 ingots. You know, the draconium chicken makes draconium ingots. Smelting. This is the alloy smelter. It actually even tells you how much, you know, power it takes, stuff like that. This again is the, what is this? This isn't thermal. This is industrial foregoing, maybe. So we can get it from loot chests. It's actually really thorough. So this is industrial foregoing laser, and it tells you what lenses will produce it, you know, and what the chances are for preferred and cleared and stuff like that. This tells you that you can get it in the mining dimension and what levels you can get it at the mining dimension. If you want this, you'll need Silk Touch. Otherwise, if you break the block, you'll get this. It tells you the level of fortune. This is really impressive, actually. So if you, it tells you about this. Petroleum, you can cook it down. Fermented meat, you can turn it into draconium dust. You know, with a draconium or fermented meat. This is the sieve. It tells you with the sieve we can get shulker pearls if we are super excited about that, and we might be later. This is, I should not go through all of this. But you can tell just how thoroughly they set this up. Awakened Draconium, it pretty much goes through the same thing. There's Awakened Draconium chickens, which we have, which gives us 1 nugget every 40 to 80 minutes. And with 4 of them, you know, we can do that. So we're doing okay. Cores, there are a variety of cores. That color just looks really weird to me. This says Draconic Core, Wyvern Core, Awakened Core. That says Chaotic Core, Wyvern Energy Core, Draconic Energy Core. So the Chaos Shards, Okay, so we're going to have to figure out how to get chaos shards. They also have EMC, so once we get a single chaos shard, we should be fine. So yeah, this is really like the tablet's probably one of the better ones. I mean, like I said, the graphics are weird. Apparently, it covers all of the various machines. It's very cool. And now that I've gushed about that for practically 10 minutes, I'm sorry. So, obtain a dragon heart. Requires the mighty ender chicken and knowledge. There's a mighty ender chicken? Okay, so if it's an ender chicken, let's look into draconic armor. Because to this point, I'm not actually sure we're still wearing the remains of our beat up iron armor. Draconic. So let's look into wyvern armor. So let's set up a recipe for these. That's going to require nether stars. Let's set up a recipe for these. That is not going to require nether stars. And then that leads us to a recipe for this, which is also not going to require nether stars. B and 3. So we're going to have to set up a way to farm nether stars. Once we get 2 of them, table. Where is it? Build craft. Sorry, I just got sidetracked, kind of hopefully. I think it's what, Project... Did we discover it was in Project Red? Project Red. Oh. I don't know. What were we doing? We were looking at Draconic. So we would like to make that. Let's set it up here. I realize I only need 1, and so this is kind of a waste, but I would like to go ahead and have it tell me what we're missing. Oops. Weird. So it looks like we're going to have to build another block of crafters soon. So what do we need for the helmet? So the helmet requires a nether star and a diamond helmet. So helmet, diamond, go. Draconic. So what do we need for the chest plate? Requires a diamond chest plate. And another star. So what do we need for the leggings? Leggings require diamond. Diamond. I have a couple diamonds, I think. Okay, so now all we need are nether stars. What kind of chest plates do we have? We have a couple of chest plates. Stellar from Ender.io. Can we make stellar alloy ingots? Stellar. Alloy smelter makes nether stars. Okay, we don't want to do that. That's... Wait. 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 Oh. Please tell me we have it. Let's see if it's ready yet. Stellar. 2 buckets. So let's go check out our fluid solution. That's what we'll call it, the fluid solution. So it's what, below us? Reactor, reactor. It's on this side. We actually need one more of the travel anchors. Go. Go. So we'll put it here, and we'll call this fluid storage. Perfect. I think most of these have got stuff in them. Molten stellar alloy. So now we want only stellar alloy to go in there. Aluminum brass, sure. Evil infused iron, sure. I think that should be most of the fluids. Vivid alloy. Liquid death. Melodic. Crystalline. So one of the things that we need to do is we need to go to cows, and we need to check to make sure that all of the tanks are empty. Because anything that is not empty has no home, and we want things to have a home. Alright, looks like everything has a home. Sweet. So, where do we want to go? Fluid storage. Spawn. So here, looking into our fluid storage. At the stellar. So we have 2 buckets of stellar alloy. So that means we have 2,000 millibuckets, and it's 144 millibuckets per ingot. So in order to make the stellar armor sentient ender, I've never made that. So we're going to need our 5, 9, 8 is 17, plus pants is 18, 24, plus 4 of these sentient ender things, which is an ender resonator and a soul vial with a witch. I'm sure we could probably work that out. But so we need 24 ingots, which 24 times math says I can't do it. Calculator. So 24 times 144 equals basically 3.5 buckets. So we need a total of 4 buckets in order to do the stellar alloy stuff, and then we'll need 4 witches. So we could probably work out the witches in the way, and that would give us stellar armor, which is probably not bad stuff. So what else can we look at armor-wise? So we have dark plate, wyvern. Nice if we could make the wyvern. Crystallized obsidian looks pretty tough, actually. The stuff. Okay, so I'm actually going to look into this and like do a compare and then settle on something kind of between episodes. And see what we end up with, because some of these are okay. Infinity. I suspect that we can't make this yet. So how do we make a pile of neutrons? Neutronium essence requires neutronium seeds, which requires neutronium ingots. Neutronium, because I suspect that that is going to require neutron collector. So crystal matrix ingot. How do we make a crystal matrix ingot? Requires diamond, lattice, and nether stars. So once we get into nether stars, we can do that. So I don't think we are having liquid neutronium. But once we have one, we can make more. So that's something anyway. Alright, well, shoot. Bang. So let's look at the very first one. So the end, but not the... To reach the end, mine to the top of the mining dimension. The end, like other dimensions, are almost completely solid. The end is made of end stone and end ores. Requires mining dimension. Make a chicken stick. You have to make a chicken stick? Chicken stick. A stick plus a chicken. How about that? Egg. And a stick. We're gonna do this. Because apparently it is a weapon that surpasses Metal Gear. make you grow up. Seeds. Oh man, we have a couple of seeds in here. Hi, you. Alright, let's grow you up fast. So an entire stack of seeds gets it down to 5 seconds. What? Chicken stick. So left clicking didn't work. Let's try right clicking. Right clicking didn't work. What about our chicken catcher thing? Nope. I'm gonna say that didn't work. What? No. Okay, that was... What? Holy monkeys. What just happened? Okay, we're calling it here because apparently I was just killed by an angry chicken. And that's awful. So I guess I will catch up to you guys next time. I hope you liked the episode. Please don't laugh too much at my death. And, yeah. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, condolences for my chicken-related death, yeah, leave them down below. You folks have a great night.